You're just a decent fish, huh? Oh, look at that. Brought to you in part by St. Croix Rods, best rods on earth. Strike King Lure Company, #1 in fishing lures. Ardent, rule the water. Go on there. Little bass, eh? Is that how I'm gonna start my day? Is that my day right there? I don't think so. But what I'm gonna do today is summertime rocks and docks. Anything that I see that I could throw perfect plastics at. And you know, when it comes summertime and it gets hot, there's so many choices of fishing weed and logs and all kinds of stuff like that. But for me, I look for cover, I look for structure, things that bass can hide under, beside, relate to. And I use baits like the soft plastics because they hold it a little bit longer. You know, the jig a lot of times is a reaction strike. You know, not to say they're not gonna eat the jig, but if I want them to hold it, if they're in a little bit of picky mood, they've been pressured, you know, if guys been fishing almost every day on the same bodies of water, you just gotta sometimes adapt, change it up a bit. The soft plastics are the way to go. So today I'm gonna try to fish game hog, rodents, maybe minnow scrub, rage craws, different things that I can put in there. The fish see it, give them a little more time to look at it, maybe smell the coffee scent, and then eat it. We'll see. Now when I'm fishing docks and shallow water cover and stuff like that, you know what? I'm gonna look for stuff like this, little areas like this. See the pads? It's got stems, it's got grass, it's got lay down grass, it's got silver dollar pads out there, etc. You might look at it and think, man, it's so shallow. It's like 18 inches, maybe 2 feet deep. But trust me when I tell you, if it's a weekend or it's summertime and the docks are busy, people are up there, kids are out of school and stuff, bass will look for alternative spots. Yes, they'll catch them on the docks, look for docks that maybe aren't occupied, but this kind of stuff like this, as shallow as it is, even in clear water, it doesn't matter. They relate to it. You got to use stealth-like, ninja-like tactics to go in, longer pitches, let your bait sit sometimes, and be aware. Polar glasses, without them, don't even do it. I can come back to this little pad bed 5, 10 times a day. You know why? New fish get spooked, travel on the shoreline, the sun's high, whoosh, they find a little spot. Yeah, look at that. Told ya. You take your time. You do it right, you're gonna catch them. Whether it be docks, rocks, or the stuff between docks. In this case, a little bit of pads. Look at that hook, guys, watch this. Look what he's got in his mouth. A little bit of salad. I'm gonna help him just get it out of there, okay? It's exactly what I'm talking about right there in the summertime. Chunky, fat bass. He wasn't playing around, you know? Could have threw a frog over there and stuff like that, but I got focus on the soft plastics. You gonna go back where you came from? Go on. Watch him go. Go on. See? He's ticked off because I've tricked him. I fooled him. I caught him. Worked all those little docks and stuff. And again, like I said before, there's a good chance people are on their docks. You know, it's summertime. Kids are up and they're playing and stuff. And fish, they just get spooked. They will come back and stuff. But you find that secondary stuff, like this here, see it? Whole big pad bed. You say to yourself, wow, could hold all kinds of fish. Well, it held one good fish. I got it. Maybe there's more. But I'm gonna keep moving on and find the same stuff on the docks and rocks and trees. But the secondary stuff, the soft plastic, this time I just brought it across like that, like a little frog. He ate it. Wait a second, give it to him. Pays off. Let's keep going. In clear water, it's very imperative to have baits that you trust. You know, watermelon meat, something with some green pumpkin, the blue craw, You know, it's got that green pumpkin as well with a little bit of blue iridescent. Phenomenal stuff. But you know what I do? I throw all that logic out the window when it comes to this stuff. A little bit of green pumpkin here, a little black. But this side, it's called summer craw, bright chartreuse. You think clear water, everything natural? Remember, you're putting it in spots where they're sitting and chilling. They don't really care that much about color, whatever. It's in their spot. They decide, look at it, look real. They put their mouth on it, it's soft, they eat it. Don't get all, mixed up about, I have to match it exactly to a crayfish, a bluegill. Anything with some contrasting color of things that they eat, greens, red with green, green with blue, you can't lose. Never pass the grass, never. I'm working all these docks, some arrowhead patches, skinny water back here, but I got lay down grass like this, largemouth and clear water, love this. Small, nothing looking spot, size of the deck of my boat. That's the kind of stuff they sit in right there. Make at least one pitch every time. Now we got some more arrowheads. It's leading again to all the docks like to fish. I stay back, wind's coming this way. If I have to, put the power poles down, but I'm just gonna work it along. If I see a big fish and he's there, put the power poles down and just work them. And just hit all the stuff close to you first. Come here, get out of there. There he is, look at him. It's a nice little solid fish, huh? Nice and barred up. Oh, he's just in the corner of the mouth. Is he gonna come in the boat? Come here, you. He's coming in the boat. Look where he got it too, eh? Big 4-rod, X point. Some people say, I use a big hook, and do I overhook it? Well, I'll tell you what, if there's a little bit of plastic sticking out the back, bigger chance for that big mouth to find that bend. Let's put him back. Watch him go right back where he should go, huh? You go back where you want to go? Go on. Look at him. Watch how he disappears. Into the abyss. I love largemouth bass, man. People say it's fishing, but to me, it's more like hunting. Getting it down, stalking, getting into the mindset of a bass. Where's a good hiding spot? It's sunny, it's cloudy, whatever it is, different applications. But when it's sunny, I know where they are. They're not wandering around. They're not easy to catch. They're in this kind of stuff. Come on, fish, fish, fish. I'm about to pound one right here. This snotty grass I like right in front of me. Those big crazy fish like that stuff. Yeah, see? Always make those pitches ahead to the ugly stuff. Because the ugly stuff has got this stuff in it. Largemouth. Largemouth bass. Sitting in clear water. Look where you got it. Look at that, huh? Just in the corner there. Boy, boy. Sharp little X point, man. Sharp. Look at that. I tell you, that was not coming out. Chunky fish. What I mean about fishing, the stuff that you like to fish in the summertime, docks, high visible stuff that most guys fish. But you know what? I don't care what people say. Fish keep going to it. So I'm going to keep going to it and catch on it. And if I don't, I look to my left, right, out, wherever it is, places where I think that maybe they could go and chill out. When they chill out, that little perfect plastic falls in there. You know what happens? Rewind your PVR a little bit and you'll see. Catching, that's how it is. It's really simple, but you got to be thinking when you're fishing, not just going out, oh man, I want to go to that spot I caught a fish before. Think about what the day gives you. From hour to hour it changes, the metabolism, the bite. Put them all together like a pizza. Put all the good ingredients and it's going to taste good. Regroup, catch maybe a bigger guy. Let's go. You catch a few fish, you're fishing your structure, anything that potentially can bust your line or fray it, always check it. Always. Like, I don't care, I got 20-pound gamma fluoro. It's killer stuff, it's as strong as braid. But I test with my lips as well, a lot more sensitive than your fingers. But pay attention to your knots, your hook points, the little things that are very crucial to catching big fish, because they don't give you a lot of opportunities. Usually you get that one good hook set. If it's not the right one, your line busts, your knot's old, whatever, you'll find out on that big fish. Cottage Angler. Tips and tactics to make you a better fisherman.
Hi folks, Todd Faircloth here with Strike King Pro Staff. One of my favorite trailers on a swim jig is the Strike King Minnow Scrub. It's kind of a little hidden secret. It's a bait that doesn't get a whole lot of press, but it's become my favorite swim jig trailer. It's got a unique action to it, real tight, but a lot of action to it, and it's just a good all-around swim jig trailer. I like to use the white color for, you know, if I'm imitating a shad, and, you know, if they're feeding on bluegill or brim, I'll go with more like a natural green pumpkin or a brim color. The way I like to fish a swim jig is basically you fish it a lot like a spinner bait. You throw it out there, you keep the bait moving a little bit, and a lot of times I like to just kind of shake my rod a little bit like that as I'm reeling it, and it kind of gets that jig, you know, with an erratic action. A lot of times you just want to keep reeling it, keep pressure, reel, and just, you know, load into it. You don't ever want to drop your rod with slack in it. The things I like to fish the swim jig around are floating docks, especially when the shad spawn's on, or any type of vegetation. The swim jig has become real popular over the last probably 5 years, and it's become a tool that I use on the tour throughout the course of the year, and it's a proven productive method of way to fish.
First pitch, do not take your eyes off anything. 150% focus on that pitch. That first pitch on these high potential areas, you know, they're target areas, ambush areas where bass are sitting. That first pitch, if you get it where it's supposed to go, there's a good chance if he's in any mood, whoa, he's going to eat it, he's going to grab it, he's going to swirl at it. You know, you pay attention to it. Never just pitch, look away, think about, oh, I'm going to fish those pads over there, and you should go back there. Oh, look at my line. By then you could have spit it out or whatever, swirled on it, you wouldn't even know if he's even there. You know, if a fish gets spooked off a dock, he just doesn't go too far. He finds his comfort zone. If he's got a spot he goes to and no one bothers him, and you find it, guess what'll happen if you put your little bait, like the perfect plastic, in that spot? Bingo. Pay attention to that first pitch, and I guarantee you a lot more of those fish are gonna end up in the boat. When I'm dedicated to fishing clear water, and I want baits that give me confidence that I know the fish, when they grab it, they're gonna hold on to it. The rodent, rage craw, and the game hog. Those three, 1, 2, 3. Strike 1, strike 2, strike 3. Bass out. I mean, it doesn't really matter about the color and stuff. I have my own little favorites like anybody else. But when it comes to fishing areas that you need those fish to hold on to the bait, so it gives you confidence, they don't spit it out. Rodent, rage craw, game hog. You can't go wrong. Here's what I'm gonna do. I saw him right here in this little patch of this here. I know he's up here in this stuff. I'm gonna pull up just a little bit more so I can work this whole little area right here. And I'm gonna put down both of my power poles. And I'm gonna stay right here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying right here, not moving. And I can work this whole little section right here where I saw a fish, where I believe there's a fish. Maybe I'm gonna catch a fish. Let's see. Yeah, see? Just said. That's not a big giant fish, but he's a nice fish. Look at him. Come here, you. Come here, you. I don't know if you were the same one I just saw, but Isn't that a testament to those power poles, huh? I'm gonna put a couple in there. I just want to spook them. I don't want them to go back in that little grass patch and maybe spook Big Mama if she's there. Go on, see your friend. You see the beauty of that thing? You know, people see those things on my boat and say, wow, what do you got 2 of them on there for? 1 power pole is good. 2 is twice as good. You know why? I can just stay in position. I don't slightly turn, the boat doesn't move. And I saw a fish in this little grass patch, power pole's down, I'm not going anywhere. I don't care how wavy it is. And it's pretty calm right now, but there's still movement. That means I'd be on the trolling motor, moving around, potentially spooking a fish. I didn't. First pitch in that grass, boom. Thank you, power pole. Let's keep going. I'm out of there. I'm out of there. Look at him. Oh, there he goes. He caught on a stem. Good 3.5 maybe. Caught on a stem. Wow. You see this little tungsten sinker? I got it sliding, okay? Sliding, I think. Why doesn't he peg it? Well, I'm fishing fairly open water. Even those pads in the grass, etc. It's not where it has to be attached to the bait and then take it with it down to the bottom. I'm fishing anywhere from 10 inches to maybe 2 feet. Those deep crib docks and stuff, there's not a lot of cover around it. It's just a crib, it's the actual dock and the support system itself. So when that little tungsten weight goes down, that little bait just flutters. It just flutters. And when they pick it up, there's almost nothing there. All they feel is that little soft bait. They don't spit it out. Perfect plastic is incredible. You know why? People ask me, coffee scent, what's with the coffee? 2 things. Fish grab it and it's loaded up with extra salt. So when they grab it, they don't let it go. But it masks my scent and my oils in my body, just like yourselves. And some people, they just repel fish. You know, it's an amino acid or something that fish do not like. Use the perfect plastic with a coffee scent, with extra salt. When they grab it, they don't let it go. But when I'm fishing, those crib docks coming along here, got a floating raft, you think, maybe not. Fish suspend. Never go by it. My focus is the boathouse. With this deep stuff out here, a lot of times those big fish suspend. They're back almost against the dock. You gotta make a few pitches. Little guys, rock bass, don't get discouraged. You know why big largemouth sit by docks? Because there's stuff like that. Rock bass, perch, sunfish. And I slowly dissect this area here. Stay back, about 9 feet of water. What I can do here is I can throw it along the dock and swim it by. Work the whole area of the dock. Instead of being sideways, only having 1 square pitch. Just bouncing along. That little rodent, boy, I tell you, when a fish is there, he's gonna hold it. He's gonna give me time to set hook. That's what's important. Come on, fish. Where are you, Bubba? And now I got this dock right here. It's a crib, the boat, along the side. Let it sink, about 8 feet of water. Like that one. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about right there. You got it in a yap. Good spot. Huh? Well, you got that, boy. Coming in the boat. Oh, boy. Bigger than I thought. Oh, my God, eh? You see what I mean? That's what happens when you put the soft plastics, like the rodents, in the right spots. Look at the size of him, eh? He's big, big. You think maybe 3, 4, 5 pounds? I think he's got even more girth than that. That's why I use perfect plastics in summer on structure. You see, maybe the docks, everyone fishes them. Maybe they do. But when they're like that big, you got to consider to do them, boy. Because they're well worth it, isn't it? Look at it. Look at the size of them. Girth, big, fat thing. Whew! Let's put you in there, big mama. Hey, going in there. Let me get out of here. I use a jig 90% of the time for reaction bites, shallow water, logs, sticks, you name it. Football finesse. But when it comes to deeper stuff in clear water, Those soft plastics give me a bit more confidence, thinking that if I throw it in, sometimes leave it. Shake it a bit, leave it. Fish comes over like this, looks at it, and then boom, he picks it up. He's not, repeat, not gonna throw it out. Gives you time to reel down, set, and do what I just did. Regroup, take a drink of water, thank the good man upstairs, and keep going. So much fun. Perfect plastics for largemouth bass in summer. You do it, you're gonna catch them, and you're gonna have fun. And you know what? Send me an email, put me a message on Facebook and say, you know what, Carl? I saw an extreme angler. Because of you, I caught my biggest fish of the year on these perfect plastics. I'll be happy. Listen, thanks for watching, and I'm gonna see you next time right here on Extreme Angler, catching them hogs. This right here, that's what makes Extreme Angler, right there. Look at the belly on her. Look at the back. Big old piggy. Okay, big girl, you make my day. Ready? Swimming away to the abyss. Now that's probably a rock bass, see? Which one do you think spit that out, huh? I think it was the big girl. Nothing too big for largemouth bass. They can fit it in here. They'll eat it. Daiichi, world's sharpest hooks. Snag Proof, a leader in weedless frogs. Gamma fishing lines. Catch us at extremeanglertv.com. Watch us, like us, follow us, see us.